No, it's not clickbait. This is probably the end of TikTok. Not even joking. If you're a TikTok creator right now, you should take the threat of the US banning TikTok as an absolute certainty. And just like the Viners had to transition to other social media platforms to survive, that's going to be the advice that we have today for TikTok creators, telling you everything you need to know about the threat of the US ban to TikTok, the fact that it's already been banned in India and that other countries might soon follow suit. So let's jump into the video. Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake helping you create something awesome today. Welcome back to the channel. For the new people here, my name is Roberto Blake. I help content creators build brands and businesses online. I'm a creative entrepreneur, public speaker at events like VidCon and VidSummit. And today we need to talk about TikTok and the future of content creators on that platform. TikTok is one of the biggest social media platforms in the current modern era, but it's had its share of problems. And I'm gonna talk about some of what's going on, but I think that you have to take the possibility of a US ban on TikTok, of a UK ban on TikTok, of an Australia ban on TikTok as an absolute certainty, and you need to look at how you're going to survive as a content creator and how you're not going to lose the relationship you worked so hard to build with your audience. And I understand it's an absolute pain in the butt to try to grow another platform, and I understand exactly why you're on TikTok in the first place, but it is not the platform, it is the creators and it is the community and it is the culture that makes TikTok special, not the app. So we're gonna talk about why this ban could be happening and why it's so serious, but then don't worry, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do as a content creator to expand into these other platforms and to bring your TikTok audience with you so that they can keep getting the content they love and so that you don't lose that relationship. So why could the TikTok ban happen here in the US? Well, the Secretary of State of the United States of America actually has aggressively and firmly stated that the administration is looking at a ban on TikTok. And so when you have a high-ranking public official come out that strongly against it, you have to look at it and take it as a reality. India has already done a nationwide ban on TikTok, and so the app is not accessible there. And so there are other countries that could follow suit since that precedent has already been set. Several huge media publications and news outlets have released articles that indicate that TikTok could allegedly be secretly giving information to the Chinese government, could be, spying on you through the application and looking at your activities and monitoring them. There's a lot of stuff there that's actually really terrifying to think about. But since they're investigating this and since we don't know what the security risks are there, it's just really interesting that there's so much that is in the news about this. And you should realize that the government is taking this very seriously. In fact, right now, the Australian government is considering it a potential threat to national security, and members of their parliament are looking at a nationwide ban on TikTok. Now, last year, we covered COPPA and how it affects YouTube and other social media platforms. We talked to social media lawyer Ian Corzine. Well, in a new development, the US is actually looking at penalizing TikTok again for violating COPPA and not honoring the terms that they came to regarding that. So they're looking at this from multiple angles. There are a lot of reasons that TikTok could be banned here in the US. And so this is another reason why content creators need to start making moves and realizing that your reputation, their relationship with their audience, the livelihood they may have built is at stake here. So here's what content creators need to know and what they need to do about this. Huge content creators like Charli D'Amelio in TikTok have already made the move to YouTube and have already grown their following in other platforms like Twitter and Instagram. And I know that it's not that simple and it's not that easy to do. That's why on this channel, I've made literally over 300 videos to help YouTube content creators grow their audience from zero. And then also we've brought on other people to actually share their experiences, their results, their success stories, because there are a lot of people every single year that grow their platform from nothing. And if you're a TikTok creator, you have the advantage of the fact that you already know how to make content that people love. You already have a relationship with a fan base and an audience. And remember, the Viners already have invaded YouTube in the past and dominated the culture of the platform and brought a new wave here to YouTube, for better or for worse. And I don't see why TikTok creators can't have the same opportunity. But also, YouTube is not the only game in town for TikTok creators. A lot of you really should be looking at branching out and becoming platform agnostic. You need to start making content in a way and making your same content, but in a way that's suited to multiple platforms, because it shouldn't matter where people consume you as long as they love what you are doing. Do not be scared of like taking a view from this platform or that platform. These platforms ain't loyal, so why are you? You need to really think about how you deepen the relationship with your audience. And part of that is you don't go all in on just one platform and put your eggs on that basket. Stop building your empire on rented land and going in on that. What you really need to think about is the fact that you are a content creator. You're not just a YouTuber, you're not just a TikToker, you're not just an Instagrammer, you are a content creator. So make your content and put it where people can consume it, share it, and love it and support you. This also gives you so much more leverage with brand deals and sponsorships, because you can start selling this as a package if you build followings in multiple platforms. I'm gonna tell you a strategy for you as a TikTok creator to move some of your audience to each platform. So let's start with YouTube, since that's my biggest platform. It's hard to get views in YouTube sometimes, but here's the good news for TikTok creators. For you TikTokers, a lot of people are already watching compilations. Someone might have already made a compilation with your content and put it in there, and is probably making money off the back of your content. So that means that you can do that also. We have YouTube AdSense as an option for monetization here when you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Here's the good news. TikTok compilation videos get binged watched, get shared, and get loops. And guess what? That means you can make money. You can get to monetization status really fast by making compilation videos here on YouTube of your TikToks and the best of your TikToks. The other thing I would tell you is to also start maybe doing skits and putting it in the middle of those compilations, or at the beginning, or even at the end, and teasing the original content that you could make here on YouTube that would be worth watching and show kind of some of your range and versatility as a content creator. So that would be how you can make the move to YouTube. You also want to make sure in each of these platforms that whatever your name or your handle is and you're known by on TikTok, that you're that name and handle in all these other social media platforms. You need to build your brand, okay? So in building your brand, you want that consistency so that people can find you. YouTube is a search engine. If you're popular on TikTok, there's a chance that somebody already has been doing YouTube searches for you and looking for your videos. You need to own that traffic because it's yours. You deserve it. Somebody else is gonna make money off of it if it's not you. So make the move to YouTube and take it seriously, and then also start looking at how your style of content could start to transition to original content on YouTube, and you can still reference your TikTok compilations and the content that people want from you. Now, in the past, I've made a couple of videos on Instagram. I actually am well overdue for another Instagram tips video because, again, I help content creators make money online. I'm not here to teach you how to go viral and how to blow up. Some of you, you've already done that successfully. You're gonna be better at it than I am. But what I am good at is I'm good at taking content and turning it into cash. I'm good at teaching people the business of this industry and how to get better brand deals, how to set themselves up, and how to monetize this stuff properly. And something that we haven't talked about is Instagram and IGTV. A lot of you don't know that they are in beta right now for monetizing IGTV content. And so you have a great opportunity with taking your TikTok inventory, taking your archives of your TikTok videos and porting them over to IGTV and letting a new audience discover you, or letting your same audience discover you and share you with other people. And since Instagram is really about sharing content with your friends in a way that people don't realize that that's a big deal. That's one of the big secrets to Instagram, is getting the shares. Screw likes, shares is where the money is. Share is where the traffic is. It's a big deal. And it's something I've been teaching people with regard to their brand deals metrics, is not to try to sell people on likes. I'll talk about it in another video. But my point is that you as a TikTok creator have this really powerful, well-produced content that's entertaining, that will be competitive in IGTV and Instagram. So I would post it there. And I would also then start doing maybe some Instagram stories to let your audience get to know you better and, build a personal connection to you. And I think that that's going to help your brand be stronger in all of your platforms. And when you get to 10,000, you get the swipe up feature, which means you can push your audience to anything you want, whether it's other platforms you're trying to grow or your merchandise or the links for those brands and sponsorships you're doing deals with, since that makes you more attractive to those brands and to those advertisers. So this is a great way to monetize because you can start making money when IGTV moves monetization out of beta and everyone has access to it. You'll already be set up with a fan base. So that's going to be in your best interest. And then with Instagram, you can build that deeper personal connection with your audience. I also think a lot of you can build a connection with your audience by streaming on Twitch. And then a lot of you that are into memes and into gaming culture and everything like that, Twitch is amazing. And you could be doing reaction videos and watch parties with your fans and your audience. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for you guys in Twitch. And I don't think it'd be hard for a lot of you from TikTok to become Twitch affiliates or even Twitch partners in the future. I've actually started streaming on the weekends for fun on Twitch, hanging out with my community, hanging out with Awesome Squad. And it's actually been really dope. I haven't promoted a lot here in YouTube. I've been promoting it to my followers in Twitter a little bit. And so it's actually been really exciting. It's something I literally just started doing. And I've been having fun with it. Like, Twitch is amazing. If you guys want to check me out there, you can go to twitch.tv/Roberto Blake. And I'm streaming on the weekends. We're doing Awesome Squad weekends. And so we do watch parties, we hang out, we chit chat, it's whatever. But a lot of you as content creators need to look at this expansion strategy and how you build, platform agnostic content. And so I think that you could literally right now as a TikTok creator, go onto Twitch and react to your old TikToks or even react to the other people's popular TikToks or viral videos on the internet. And that could actually be really strong and successful for you. And again, it's another way for your audience to spend time with you. And that's the value of them going and experiencing you in another platform. So I think that promoting these things to your audience, and it's like hey, I'm not abandoning you, but if something happens to me, we're over here and the party's gonna keep going. All right, so I think you get it now. I think you know what I'm saying. Now, the reason that I also am specifically advocating for these platforms is here's the truth. Google owns YouTube, Amazon owns Twitch, and Facebook has a crap ton of money and they own Facebook and they own Instagram. So those platforms have an ungodly amount of money. They have the money and the lawyers if they need to challenge and fight the US government whenever it comes knocking at their door. And they've been in the game for a long time and it doesn't look like they're going away. And every single competitor dies on their sword. So when that happens, I look at those platforms and I say that they're a little bit more stable. They're a little bit more practical and you stand to make more money there, in my opinion. And that's gonna, protect you as a content creator. But just remember, if you build your empire on anybody else's rented land, that's a problem and you lose it. And that's why I try to teach you here how to build your own brand, how to, go beyond that, eventually have your own website, your own newsletter, have that direct relationship with your audience so that you can always rebuild somewhere new if you have to, if it goes sideways, all right? And I try to teach you how to build a business so that, you can invest in your future. And that's what I do here. So if that's something you'd like, subscribe, hit notifications, and enjoy the content. Question of the day. Do you guys really think that the US government is gonna straight up ban TikTok? Yes or no? Let me know why in the comment section. Last thing before I go, I really am enjoying streaming on Twitch on the weekend, so I'd love for you guys to follow me over there and just hang out. I think it'd be a good time. Also, I have some resources for you in the description down below, so make sure you're always checking that out. My next video on this channel is probably gonna be making money online, and then I've also got a video with some camera gear to show you guys about some budget camera gear, some affordable options. I link to the YouTube budget kit in the description if you want to check that out. And so that's what you can expect if you're new here. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content here on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching. And don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.